Who are you, truly? August 3, 2013. Who are you? Asked the caterpillar of Alice in Through the Looking Glass. Many of you are now deep into the process of discovering the answer that Alice was seeking. Today, several of us, as ascended masters, angelic beings and divine mentors have joined together to address you through our scribe. I am Sanat Kumara, Planetary Logos, also known affectionately as Raj by many. We are the angelic legions of the Divine Mother. We are the Pleiadian Council of 9. We are the Divine Mother and Father. We are you, part of your multidimensional nature, which you are now in the process of rediscovering and opening up to the realization that you are greater than you know. We have joined together to address our brothers and sisters through this scribe as part of her own mission to know herself better. While well aware of some of her own spiritual roots, she has been unwilling to reveal much to her readers. Now has come the time to speak of many things, not just of a personal level, but a universal level. Each of you is in the process of returning to Source. Why? Creator has instilled his creation with the desire to be in oneness. For some time, this has not been the case. Many worlds, universes, creations and individuals have, shall we say, strayed from the original blueprint and far into darkness and separation. And so Creator has sent forth brave ones, volunteers all, to work in these distant fields to act as way showers, to bring awareness back to those who notice them, in whatever light, positive or negative, that joining into oneness is possible for anyone to accomplish, no matter how lost they currently feel. Our scribe has been undergoing the process of getting to know yourself, as described, and guided through the work of Jim Self, known as one of our guides and mentors, taught by archangels and masters. This is one approach to coming into oneness, but only one. There are many and each individual needs to discover what method or direction suits their own individual needs. All of you are unique and precious to Creator. All of you are now discovering just how unique and amazing you truly are. To some the revelations will be overwhelming at first, and then others will be quite accepting and also blasé about their discoveries. And still others will be secretive, at least at first, because they do not yet trust themselves or those around them to understand completely what has been revealed or why. We ask nothing of yourselves that you are unwilling to give at this time, only to look dispassionately at what your heart tells you, what is shown to you through dreams and visions, what you feel through your body, what is revealed to you in moments of aha, as you piece together disparate bits of information into a complete picture, a new you is being revealed. Our scribe has noticed what has been explained by Jim Self in his latest energy update, August 2013, as a removal of certain levels of frequency, a detachment from the need or ability to emotionally react to some happening in daily life that would have earlier created a disturbance in her emotional body, creating another thought form to be stored in her unconscious to be dealt with at a later date. This detachment, while deemed by some to be a lack of response or coolness in her nature, is a godsend now as the agitation in the world around her increases. She is now able to watch the gyrations of the minions of the departing paradigm with equanimity. These oppressors are now struggling to retain their control over the people and are attempting all kinds of acts of oppression and aggression to push through their agenda. It is not working anymore as the energy has shifted and the structures that once held together the rigid paradigm of the third dimension have been removed. All the flailing about is pointless, but will be done by these stubborn ones until they too realize that change is inevitable and that their time is done. For the light workers to be drawn into the drama of the departing paradigm is not the solution, either, for to place attention and focus on these dark energies is to strengthen their remaining hold on society and the individual. One must learn to be observant, compassionate and removed, focusing instead on the golden vision of the inner heart and connection with soul. The I Am Presence and Creator. Through the law of attraction, what is focused upon will emerge into your life and hers. It is universal law and above all those created by those who wish to control the actions and lives of others for their own benefit. So be willing to forgive those who have worked against you throughout your many lives on this planet and others, and to move on into your own dream of bringing heaven to earth. It can be done. It is being done by many who have learned to focus on what gives them joy and can offer abundance and healing for the collective of humanity, not just their own pocketbook. Now has come a time of letting go of what is not yours, what has never been yours. It is up to each of you to identify just what constitutes those things that have been put forward by others in your life as being the way to do things, what to believe, how to act, who to trust, who to hate. All of you have been affected by the administrations and belief systems of your elders, mentors, teachers and bosses, to one extent or another. However, as the energies shift and change, the new children coming into the world and many who are here already as indigos, blue-ray beings, crystals, walk-in volunteers, starseeds and other various titles, these individuals do not resonate with the old energies and so they rebel or walk away from what has been placed before them as the way things have always been and seek another direction, one quite divergent from that of their parents and teachers. The children understand that there is another way to be, to follow. So they go their own way because of their different wiring. They have come in with bodies that naturally respond to higher frequency levels and so they can adapt to and demand that others change, as well. For them the process is easy and quite natural. This ability to shift with the incoming energies and shifts is not quite so apparent in the older generations still living on this planet. Our scribe is one who came in soon after the last Great World War. She took on some of the decades of energetic healing of karmic patterns and lines that many of her compatriots did, but in a mostly unconscious manner. She just knew that things weren't right or comfortable for her, so a great search for meaning was undertaken quietly, moving her away from the paradigm of her parents, and eventually quite away from her entire family. She has lived a solitary life for many years now out of choice, realizing that she needed to focus on her own inner growth and not respond to the needs of others in the manner which was the existing and unsatisfying paradigm of her own mother. Perhaps her actions were deemed suspicious and selfish by some, but she was driven by a deep inner desire to understand what was going on, outside and within. The process for her is still ongoing, but now there is an increasing acceptance of her inner power, strength and determination to be reunited with her soul and with Creator. With this acceptance also comes a sense of peace despite all that is continuing to play out in the world around her. This is a journey that is being undertaken by many individuals, each in their own way, and is beginning to be reflected in changes manifesting in the outer world, as the people come awake to the need to change what has been accepted and put forward by the few to control the many to what can be accepted by the many and is for the good of all. It is up to each individual to arrive at that place when they can accept and learn to love themselves, as they are, not as they hope to be, but as they are here and now. And they will begin to discover just how truly wonderful and astounding that knowledge can be, even if they now see themselves as being quite simple and plain on the surface. No one is what they appear to be. All are a part of creation, facets of the great diamond of being and in the process of being buffed and polished by events in daily life, by opportunities and promptings to expand horizons and sense of self. Respond to these promptings as you see yourself guided and learn to trust the process. You are in control. You just may not be aware of that fact, yet, mainly because you are not quite aware of who you are. You will discover that paradox will be quite apparent as you continue to grow towards self-realization. Paradox allows for people to change. What is true of a person or an event one day, may not hold true the next. Perhaps someone hurt you in the past. Will you hold it against them until the day you breathe your last breath, or can you forgive yourself and them for what has happened and allow them to reveal how they have changed or not? You do not have to give in to another. Just be compassionate and understanding. You act as mirrors to one another and reflect back what has not been dealt with. As bluffing agents, your enemies act to bring your attention to what has not been released from your own unconsciousness. How you react to their actions or not can give you a sense of just how far you have come in the process of forgiving yourself for acts of omission or commission. What upsets you today as someone commits an atrocity out there is something that you, yourself, may have committed in another lifetime or even this one. You need to forgive them and yourself and move on. These acts are still being committed by those who hate themselves so desperately that they believe by hurting others they will regain a sense of control and power over their own lives. Of course they are seriously deranged in thinking so, but even the worst murderer or child rapist can change, can find redemption in the Lord if they can forgive themselves and learn to love what they are now, a child of the Creator. Can you do any less than the angels, and forgive that one, as the Creator does every day, every moment, knowing full well what that individual truly is already? Can you forgive yourself? Can you learn to love your loneliness and the traits that drive you from being able to live with others? Can you learn to accept that what you deem as weaknesses and character faults within may truly be your most precious gifts and strengths that you can place on the altar of being? As the velocity of change quickens in the world, through the avenues of extreme weather, social upheavals, economic and political changes, as well as upsets caused by the now daily revelations of what has been hidden from the general populace by their governments, religious institutions, by corporations and powerful individuals, each person is undergoing a process of initiation into mastery. Many are unprepared and will leave as the paradigms shift and the frequency levels of the planet continue to rise. This exodus is well underway already. It can be seen in an increase in the death statistics, whether through natural causes or through violence and social upheaval. Do not feel that the ones leaving have failed, however, as each individual has a path to follow. When one leaves the body, one can adjust the patterns and make another attempt at mastering the energies and demands of physical embodiment, which is so much more challenging than many beings existing in the higher frequencies truly understand. You are the brave ones, who have taken on the job of bringing a planet back into alignment with the will of the Creator. It is not an easy task and will take some time to come into full manifestation, but the light is increasing in this world. The new world will come into being. It exists already in your heart of hearts. Each individual who leaves will come back to fulfill their mission or choose to fulfill it from the worlds of light, as they are so guided. Do not fear for your loved ones who do not appear to be awake yet. They will not be left behind even if they appear to forsake you and your efforts to go forth into the new world now. If you are meant to work together, you will, but you cannot force change on another against their will. Let them be what they are. They will discover what lies within soon enough. Be the process of change that you want to see happen in the world. Focus on what is your dream, your passion, your joy, and bring it into manifestation. It is not your duty to correct what is broken. The energies of change will scour and remove that which is not suitable for the continuation of life from the world. This planet is undergoing her own path of initiation and return to her Christic plane of being. What vibrates at a lower level is being removed, naturally. What already exists within her and within each individual will eventually manifest in the physical. This process is already underway. See the world with the eyes of a child, filled with excitement and wonder, free of cynical judgment, alive to the possibilities and delights of physical existence. Your world is a wonder of creation, and you are too. Discover the joys of life on a beautiful planet, made even more beautiful by your focused thoughts and visions of heaven on earth. You are a part of the Creator made manifest. Bring your most beautiful dreams and passions into reality. You have the power within. Learn to harness it for the good of all creation. Be what you are meant to be, a beautiful, powerful being of light. Go gently into the new day that approaches you as a dawn flushing the skies of your world. Go forth in wonder and create in joy. You are human angels, drawn into manifestation by the Mother and empowered with grace and spirit by the Father. You are their hands. Create in the fields of the Lord and learn to sing, again, with angels and elementals. We stand at your side, guiding, mentoring and giving encouragement when needed, but you are the masters. Go forth and act accordingly. We truly love you as you are, here and now. Namaste. We bow to the divinity within each of you. The Angels. Channeled by Tezjima, Elizabeth Ayres Escher. BlueDragonJournal.com